Okay, welcome everybody. We're so happy to see you here tonight to celebrate our National Honor Society students at our induction ceremony and to celebrate the success of these kids in front of you. I want to take just a minute to introduce the people you'll be hearing from tonight. I'm Darby Thompson. I'm the faculty advisor of National Honor Society. This is our principal, Mrs. Earl, our vice principal, Mr. McCallis, and our assistant principals, Mr. Busick and Mr. McCauley. And then over on the far side of the stage, we have Austin Fairbanks and Tamara Mendez. They're the National Honor Society treasurers. We have Nita Safe, who's our secretary. Ashley Friend is our president. And Reagan Thompson is our president. Thanks for coming.
Today, our program is devoted to an explanation of the underlying principles of National Honor Society and to a ritual of induction for the newly selected members. Students who excel in scholarship may be selected into membership provided they measure up to the remaining three pillars of this organization. They are leadership, service, and character. At this time, I would ask that Ashley come up to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would you all please stand? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and please be seated. At this time, Reagan will be giving us a brief history on the National Honor Society.
What is the National Honor Society? The National Honor Society is the nation's premier organization established to recognize outstanding high school students. More than just an honor roll, NHS serves to honor those students who have demonstrated excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. These four pillars have been associated with membership in the organization since its beginning in 1921. In the early 1920s, Edward Rynearson and J.G. Masters astutely recognized that schools across the nation were failing to emphasize and develop traits of leadership, service, and character in the name of athletics and academics. Rynearson and Masters believed that all four desirable characteristics were simultaneously attainable. Through combined effort, the resolution to form the National Honor Society was passed by the National Association of Secondary School Principals in 1921. This proved to be the first organization whose objectives were to create an enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote worthy leadership, and to encourage the development of character in the nation's secondary school students. Truly, these characteristics are exhibited by each and every inductee and current member in attendance this evening. Today, it is estimated that over 1 million students participate in the activities of the NHS and its middle school counterpart, the National Junior Honor Society. NHS chapters are found in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and many United States territories and Canada. Ashley will now discuss the emblem of the National Honor Society and what it symbolizes.
The emblem of the National Honor Society, shown on the pin NHS members receive at their induction ceremony, is the keystone and flaming torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters C, S, L, and S, which stands for the four cardinal principles of this organization: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. As the keystone is placed by the builder to hold the perfect arch and perpetual stability, so the structure of your education must be held firm and true to the purposes of life by the virtues represented in this symbol. Scholarship is the power of the mind to dispel ignorance and superstition through scientific investigation of truth. Leadership is the power of personality that blazes the trail for humanity's upward climb. Character, the composite of all the common virtues, sets the seal of righteousness upon our every endeavor. Service is a sincere gift to yourself, to others. Thus, the keystone symbolizes the high ideals of our society. The flaming torch from the earliest of times has been the emblem of knowledge. Unlighted, it has no power to lead or guide. It has no effect until the touch of a match ignites it with a vital and beautiful flame. Just excel, the knowledge, wisdom, and the inspiration that are buried within the great treasure books and hidden in our minds remain valueless until, by faithful study, we unlock the mystery. It is the principle of the torch to lead so that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for enduring values of life. The membership of the Horseheads High School National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 pillars held in regards by the society. 4 of our members will review these qualities for our candidates. Nita will discuss scholarship.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. Excellence in scholarship reveals not only one's story of knowledge has been increased, but also that the individual has endeavored to make the most of the opportunities at hand. Knowledge is both necessary and useful. It can be acquired in only one way, and that is through diligence and effort. We should continue to learn even when the formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship and to dispel the limitations of ignorance and fear. Austin will now discuss leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. Those who dare to stand upon their own initiative are the leaders of life. But while leading, they must grow by listening to those who are superior, by heeding the advice of those who are wiser, and by reading and studying the words of those who are more learned. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield to one's personal interests for the interests of others, and a willingness to give up one's own time and personal preferences for the sake of others. A great leader is someone whose ability to get other people to follow is linked to the desire to serve others. A great leader has knowledge of which direction should be pursued and the willingness to put the interests of others first. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a vital charge to each of our members. Tomorrow, we'll now just discuss character.
Distinguishes that person from others, giving us our individuality. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The real student whose character is expressed through their personality works with a purpose, scorns shame, keeps their mind open, and is wide awake for new ideas. We must be in reality what we wish others to perceive us as. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove that character is more lasting than wealth, fame, or power. Reagan will now discuss service.
Members of National Honor Society must possess the qualities of leadership, scholarship, and character, but these traits would be of little use if we lack the desire to serve. Service can be described in a variety of ways. It is the striving and laboring for the benefit of others. In our day-to-day activities, many opportunities arise to help others. Small courtesies delivered today often tend to develop into major services for tomorrow. Time and time again, it has been proven that the more a person does to help others, and the more she tries to improve her surroundings, the more she will grow and strengthen her character. As a National Honor Society, we are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. However, it remains with the individual to find it for themselves what service can hold for him, and whatever the task, big or small, and whatever the conditions may be, it must always be, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I will now turn the ceremony over to Mrs. Earl.
At this time, I would like to recognize and induct the new officers for the 2022-2023 year. Reagan Thompson, President. Ashley Friend, Vice President. Austin Fairbanks and Tamara Mendez, Treasurer. Nadia Saf, Secretary. New officers, in accepting these offices, you have indicated your willingness to give the best time and effort to carry out the principles of the National Honor Society. Yours is a serious responsibility as well as a privilege. The world today, as never before, needs faithful and efficient leaders, and your school is looking to you to lead its students. With this in mind, do you pledge your best efforts of these offices that you now accept? May you blaze forth in successful year at the expiration of your term of office. May it be passed on with satisfaction that much was accomplished for the welfare of our schools and organization. Congratulations. I will now turn the program over to Ashley.
The following individuals exemplify these four cardinal principles of the National Honor Society and have been selected by the Faculty Council for induction into our chapter of the National Honor Society. They have effectively demonstrated these qualities and have the potential to become great Americans. Our Vice and Assistant Principals, Mr. Bacallis, Mr. Busick, and Mr. McCauley, will now announce the candidates for 2022 to 2023. I would like to ask the audience to please hold your applause until all candidates have been presented. New inductees, would you please rise and come to the stage as your name is called.
Ava Adderhold. Ryan Anderson. Jenna Baker. Catherine Beacon. Jacob Bennett. Kenzie Benson. Ryan Bowe. Lewis Bohan. Sophia Banel. John Kane. Amelia Christmas. Richard Condon. Cody Dale. Alexander Davis. Juliana Day. Jane DeGuire. Nathan DeWeese. Brandon Dildine. Isabella Enright. James Fidel. Olivia French. Nathan German. Olivia Giammichael. Ryan Green.
Samir Galati. Chase Harmon. Olivia Eppinger. Lindsay Tess. Catherine Inman. Gabrielle Ives. Madeline Jerzak. Abby Johns. Allison Keith. Ray Kelly. Jae-Woo Kim. Ethan Kaiser. Alexis Knott. Alexis Grimaldi. Zachary Lisi. Sufan Lee. Savannah Liddy. Sophia Loren. Sage Margero. Madison Matoski. Brielle May. Kirsten McCarthy. Paige McCurry. Matthew Musey. Rylin Parmenter. Chris Patel. Carter Pollock. Andrew Potter. Noah Ringstrom. Elizabeth Reed. Sydney Rose. Amelia Rolu. Dominic Ross. Jacob Stacks. Alexis Stout. Brookie Sumner. Clara Thompson. Layla Vargas. Joseph Veras. Nicholas Webb. Caitlin Wheeler. Alicia Williams. Delaney Woodward. Matthew Young. Abigail Youngman. Nathan Zhu. At this time, please join me in expressing our heartiest congratulations to the new members. This year's President of National Honor Society.
On behalf of our faculty and students of our school, I hereby accept these candidates as full-fledged members of this society. I hope they will be found worthy of the trust that we have placed in them. I will now have the candidates state their pledge. Please hold up your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of this society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my life. You have pledged yourself to maintain the high purposes of the National Honor Society. I congratulate you. It marks recognition of work well done. May it bring to you and to others an inspiration to go forward to greater achievements. Now we turn our attention to current members of National Honor Society. Members of the class of 2023, would you please raise so that you can renew your pledge to National Honor Society? Please hold up your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of this society to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals, the ideals of my life. You have pledged yourself to maintain the high purposes of National Honor Society. We would like to thank you for your service to the community and let you know that we are very proud of you. Ashley will now announce this year's Teacher of the Year.
This fall, the National Honor Society selected a teacher that they felt went above and beyond in their teaching. This teacher provided guidance to students and above all exhibited the qualities that the National Honor Society represents. Please welcome this year's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Dildon.
I just want to say how honored I am to get the privilege to teach your children, and what an honor this is to be selected by them. I have wonderful colleagues in the building, and this honor is not lost on myself. I know I have some steep competition, and so I just want to say thank you and let you know how grateful I am.
Before Reagan offers some closing remarks, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight, for your endless support of these students before you. And if you'd like to join us after, immediately following, we're having a short reception in the cafeteria. So thank you.
The purpose of National Honor Society is to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students. Congratulations to you and your parents for your achievements. An honor such as this is a wonderful way for the school and community to recognize and celebrate the choices and sometimes the sacrifices that you have made. We also owe much to the people in our lives who got us to this place. They overcame many obstacles and made you a priority. They shaped you and got you ready for school. They ingrained in you the importance of education. They encouraged you to do well. They helped you develop the skills needed to survive in society. They worked with your teachers who were given the task of expanding your knowledge to prepare you for a life after high school. They got on your case to do your homework, write the essays, fill out the applications, and meet the deadlines. It is now up to you. Strive to develop and be individuals of great character. It is important to always make the effort to better the society and the world around you. It is up to you to leap toward scholarship, toward leadership, toward serving. Spend every waking moment learning, questioning, observing. Remember that everyone is deserving of a smile and respect. If you live your life with empathy, integrity, and class, there is no limit to the things you can achieve. As long as your passion guides you and your character drives you to constantly strive, at the end of the day, you will be able to say, not only did I do well, I did something good. Above all else, be sure to be true to yourself and everything will fall into place. Keep up the good work. We are all proud of you. Thank you for attending our ceremony this evening and for your support of all the students here tonight. We hope to see you at this reception. Have a wonderful night.